Good morning, students. For the subject data structures using C++, we will see the unit-wise videos. So for the unit 1, the topics contains introduction, basics of C++, objects, classes, constructor and destructor, inheritance, and various types of inheritance, overloading, function overloading, and operator overloading, and the concepts of static member function, constant data member, and finally the file handling. So we will see the topics one by one. First, we will see the introduction about data structure C++. C++ is a high-level programming language, which was developed by Jarne Straudstrup in 1979, and it has the features such as object-oriented programming, and it can also used for general purpose programming, and it supports both the procedural and object-oriented programming. And in the 1979, the development of the C++ begins, and 85, in the 85, the first edition of the C++ programming has been published. And in the 1989, the standard of 1998 standard has been released. And in 2011, standard introduction with the significant improvements. And what are various key features of C++ are object-oriented programming. What is meant by object-oriented programming? It supports various classes and objects, and it has the concepts such as encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. And the next feature is function and operator overloading. The function operator overloading, such as the function or operator can be worked differently based on the parameters. The same function or operator name can be worked differently based on parameters. And next feature is the C++ is rich in standard library functions. It has various built-in functions and data structures such as strings, vectors, and so on. It also support for file handling with the help of various inbuilt functions such as ifstream, ofstream, fstream for input-output operations. And it has a very impressive features template, which enables generic programming with the template class. And the next feature is exception handling. The programs, the exception, that means the runtime errors can be handled using try, catch, and throw for managing runtime errors. And the next feature is encapsulation and abstraction. The encapsulation is nothing but protects data and shown only necessary features for the user. Next wonderful feature is the inheritance and polymorphism, which helps for code reuse and dynamic behavior. And it can convert, and fast execution is a special feature for that. It converts code to the machine language using compilers. And this is the basic syntax for the C++ program. You should start with the preprocessor IO stream, and the main function. It should have a main function, and the main function we can use the printout statements such as cout with the help of a cin and cout. So here we are using line using namespace std. So without namespace std, so we have to put std double colon in the, for every cin and cout. So to avoid that, we can use the line using namespace std. And the data types supported by the C++ there are the data types can be classified as primary, derived, and user-defined data types. The primary data types are integer, float, double, character, bool, void. So it should have been already you have studied in the C programming. And the derived data types are array, pointer, functions, and reference. And various user-defined data types supported by C++ are structure, union, class, and enumeration. And various control structures supported by C++ are sequential statements, conditional statements, looping statements, and jump statements. So sequential, nothing but every lines are executed in line by line order. And the conditional statements includes the statements such as if else, nested if, switch case. And the looping statements supported such as for loop, while loop, and do while loop. And the jump statements such as break, continue, return, go to can be used for jump statements. And the C++ also support to write the functions. So user-defined functions. And this is the syntax for the user-defined function. Functions nothing but a block of code that performs a specific task. And there should be a function declaration and function definition. So here, this is the syntax for that. So there should be a return type for the function and function name and parameter list. And inside the within the curly braces, there should be function body and a return type. And this is the example for that. The function is for adding two numbers. So here the return type is given as integer, and two values are passed as a parameters, which returns the added result. And the right side, this is the whole function for adding. So here, this is the function declaration. We must declare the function before the main function, and we can call the function